Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? No problem. Jay Handyman, we're coming to you live from a brand new studio. So I had a busy day revamping everything. I was still running on the same setup I started with when I first started. It was about a 2.5 foot desk, and I just couldn't show very many notes because I couldn't get the camera far enough back. And so we're coming to you live from a brand new studio this morning. You see, I can show off a lot more notes. I'm just interested to see how this is gonna. Yeah, it'll be a little interesting. So just be a little patient with me. Get a giveaway going. How's everybody doing on this fine Sunday morning? Did you have a nice 4th of July? Like I said, I spent the day yesterday redoing my studio. Now I've got about a 5 foot setup that I can get the camera further back from. So there'll be a little bit of fine tuning here, but it'll work. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm Blue Oval Pro out of the Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota area. Appreciate you stopping by. We'll give people a few minutes. I think I started about 7 minutes early. Marquetta, I think I saw Marquetta in here. Good morning. Brandon, Green Grass Gang, welcome in, welcome in. Robert Har. I think that's coming. Yeah, it's coming from my light back here. Let me see if I can make that a little bit better somehow without. I wonder. There we go. Is the lighting? I mean, the lighting I don't think is great, but is it better than the glare? I'll have to get a diffuser for this light back here. Perfect. Okay. I am going to upgrade my lighting also. Like I said, I mean, the setup I was running with yesterday is the same one that I had when I sold my first item. So, or probably gave it away actually, but um I just had, yeah, I definitely agree with you, Jay Handyman. It's just it's dark up there, so um I wonder if I actually, hold on a second. I know that's not good, but let's is that better? Is it brighter now? Or is it still, I don't know if that's just because there's four graded holders in a row there. I think people will be able to get an idea of what's up there. Maybe it'll increase a little intrigue. Yeah, oh that's what I'll go with. Marquetta, congrats. We're gonna have giveaways throughout this morning show. Get, I can't believe it. I have room. Mrs. Blue always said it was my cockpit, like I was in a fighter jet, because I had about a 3 foot desk and then I had shelves on both sides so I could grab stuff. Um, and, I had like no, when we would run together or whatever, I mean, we were hip to hip. If she wouldn't have been a small person, there's no way we would have fit in between those shelves, unless obviously I cut back a little bit, but let's see if that giveaway is going to run. Otherwise, yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm in it. Let's see here. Let me get another giveaway going here. Oh, there we go. But Bobby, she pretty much only would do like the Sunday shows. So I think she was with me last Sunday. Um, but she's in I don't know how far that would be, probably a couple thousand miles away right now. She's in Phoenix, Arizona for the next 3 weeks. So I suppose she could remote in, but it's, what time is it there? It's 2:14 in the morning, which she's probably still up. She might be on here creeping in on me. Make sure I'm getting that cash. No, but she might be still up. She's a night person, so although I've slept for 4 hours already, she's probably still up. Um, Kind of a little improv this morning as far as my lighting. I haven't upgraded, so I will get the lighting upgraded, but this allows me to show off a lot more notes. Um, and obviously there's some work that can be done there too, but it's working out. Good morning, Rem. Santa Claus. Are you working hard in the workshop? I've been good this year. Wearing a new watch today. Got to get a battery for it, so it's going to be high noon the whole show, but excited wearing a nice new watch. Thanks to my good friend Jay Handyman out of Maryland. I just put it on. Yeah, it's super nice. It's got like a date window down here, which reminds me I got to get my cheater glasses because I can't see. Oh, it says the first. Oh, no, no problem, Jay Handyman. It's no problem. I put it on because I'm like, oh, I want to wear that, and then yeah, I love watches. And then that just will remind me today gonna meet some friends for lunch. I haven't really done much this weekend, so yeah, for sure it's right twice a day, and I love the dial. Look at the color on that. Nice gray contrasting band on it. Yeah. But oh boy. Jay Handyman, what do you think about the Indiana Bears? Oh boy. He's gonna block me. He's gonna block me. There's gonna be text messages coming in. That's super cool. Dane's Cache. Solid serial number. Is it uncirculated? I could do some research. One thing I will say is I think at the Central State Show, somebody came in, just a collector, and they had gotten a solid serial number, um, solid single digit serial like that. And it was, I think it ended up selling in the thousands, but I think on a $1 bill, it may be in that around 750 to 1,000. Okay. That's something that probably you may want to get that out to a restorationist depending on what it looks like. Obviously I would need to check the value, but I'm pretty sure solid serial numbers of what I'm going to call that a modern bill. Atkinson's, congrats. A modern bill. It's a 2017, so um I want to say that you're looking in that's, 600 to $1,000 range. But again, that's just off the hip. I'm not a expert on that. Fancy serial numbers are not my thing, so it gives you a ballpark though. And the one that the person brought in, which made it actually worse, is it was $100 bill, which people would think, oh, that would be better. The lower denominations tend to be better on that stuff. which let's say it goes for $750, that's 750x, where $100 bill, let's say it goes for 2500, that's 25x. So that's a cool piece though. And can somebody tell me, I'm not real good just like in the world, but I know like sevens are very popular. Eights I think have something to do with some kind of Asian culture. Um but threes, I think and it's lower, it's under 5 too, so I don't know if 3 is a lucky number in any culture, but that definitely helps. I think obviously sevens, and then I don't know if it's 6 or 8 is the Asian lucky number, but let's get another giveaway going. Okay, seven, eights, and ones. Got it. Makes sense. Obviously, one. But I guarantee you three is pretty good too. I think sixes obviously can be um both good and bad, for obvious reasons, but only 14 people in the room. Holy buckets, people don't love me anymore. I don't know. Getting an early start. People probably had a big day yesterday. I thought about running later today, but we'll give people a few minutes to cycle in. Anybody got big plans for today? Like I said, I'm going to hibachi with a friend of mine. Well, the Peruvian prince. So I've got to get special clearance. I have to sit more than 8 feet away from them. I can't touch them. That type of stuff. But working. But yeah, I'm having lunch with the Peruvian prince and his girl today. Obviously, my girl's not with me, but Jay Handyman, do they have church today? I would assume that they have church today, but maybe not. I would tell you to pray for me to feel a little bit better, but when I'm too thick skulled to sleep more and do what I need to do for better, I better not be asking for favors from upstairs. So he'll probably slap me right in the mouth. I appreciate that. Oh, awesome. I have not. That's the kind of stuff that I'd love to get because I know people are really into that, and coins just do hardly anything for me. So, the problem I have with all this paper money is I tend to hold on to a lot of it. So, whereas when I get coins, I have, especially if they're cool coins like that, I can get them sold off and move on to the next thing. So, I used to turn coins away, but now when I get a chance, I try to buy them because, like I said, they don't. If I get a 1878 Morgan Carson City silver dollar or something, it's really popular coin. Um, and yeah, I think it's cool and everything, but I don't have a desire to keep it. So just think of a drug dealer that snorts some of it up. Doesn't work that well. So that's what I feel like with this paper money is I'm always holding some back for myself. I will say that I said that Mrs. Blue is in Arizona right now, and if she came home right now, I would much rather. I don't obviously mess around, but I would rather have another woman here than for her to see what the condition of this place is right now. Oh my God, I would be in so much trouble. I literally would rather have another woman and have her walk in than to walk into what the kitchen and dining room look like with all the notes out there. It absolutely looks like a bomb went off in here. I would be dead. I you would That would be the end of the Blue Oval Pro. You won't have to worry about me. Hammerhead, good morning. Because I would be done. James, congrats. We'll get that coming your way. Give people a few more minutes to cycle in. We just don't have that many people in this morning. Get another giveaway going. Do probably another maybe giveaway or two, and then we'll get rolling. Turn comments on. That I don't know. And I don't know if I should, like, if you, let me take the camera off here. Let me plug my computer in and give you a little tour of the new studio setup. And I've always had this monitor up here, but I don't know if I should have the YouTube going on up there. This is just mirroring my. I don't have this completely set up. I've got my label printer over here yet for my labels. So, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Jay Handyman, it came through here last night too, probably around, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. Good morning, Cholo, Glee, Karzev. Yeah, I've got three of them. There's that Choice VF35 up here, and then there's two raw ones down here. The Choice VF35 is 3 1/4, and then I think these range from like 209 to 230 or something like that. Got a couple available. Nice Chief, $5 Indian Chief. Numerical District 50. Got three sawhorses down there. This one is an 1880. These other ones are 1917. That's got nice eye appeal to it. A New York Eagle, Green Eagle, that's nice. Minneapolis Green Eagle down there. Got a high grade Hawaii 65 EPQ. Got some fractionals here and a colonial. Interesting Canadian note. That's the popular 1975 Canada 50 with the Royal Mountie on the back. Nice obsolete. Got a rainbow note, $5 1914, and then I think a consecutive pair of 35 silver certificate star notes, graded consecutive pair. So just able to show off what about twice as many notes as usual. Again, we'll do a couple more giveaways and then we'll. There's been some interesting names, usernames. I swear it's not porn. Is that what you tell your wife? I don't have a VF. I just have that fine 15 wood chopper right now. Jay Handy, man, do you have to work today? That's in my personal collection, Garkip. I have two of them, two of the 11 or 13, or I don't know how many. I think the population is 11 or 13 on that. So, one other thing, if you haven't checked out the Blue Oval Pro YouTube channel, dropped a video a couple days ago, an unboxing video. If you subscribe to the channel and leave a comment, you get entered to win the 1976 bicentennial $2 bill, crispy uncirculated quad nines there. Jay Handyman. Jay, you needed an Oriental. I think you said you had a friend that needed that Oriental note out of that bundle you had sent me. So I'll get that sent out in one of these packages. I'll get with you. I need to remember which one it is or whatever, what denomination, but I'll give you a call later today. It'll probably be, mid afternoon after lunch. Yeah, for sure. Garkip, yeah, and I have oceanfront property in Arizona too. Do you want to buy that? Yeah, no, I don't have to. It was kind of just a joke, but I wonder when the last time one of those grand watermelons was auctioned. I can't remember. I mean, I want to say one sold. I remember seeing like in 2017 or 2018. There's some in personal collections though. I know, obviously, I'm sure the Smithsonian and maybe even the BEP has one, but there are some in private hands. What about when you're on the picnic table, Jay Handyman? Oh, let's get a giveaway going. Sorry about that. I'm sleeping at the wheel. You like watermelon flavored Jolly Ranchers? I don't have any solid stars right now. The devil's lettuce. I don't have gas pump scar kip. Unfortunately, I can keep an eye out. That's not really my thing, but obviously I try to get what people are looking for. Um I don't I probably have some around, but I don't have any queued up here for today's show, I don't believe. Here's a third issue 25 center and a 35 PPQ. Bring that in under $100. Second issue 10 cent and a 63 for sure. I don't think I have any quad zeros. Third issue 10 cent. That'd be 109. Yeah, typically rustic metal and currency. Um, they're usually not super well centered. You'll see them in all directions, but it's usually not like that one's got really good um it's centered very well. The printing is centered on the margins very well, but that circle is usually off center. I don't know how they did that, but they're usually not super well centered. Actually, the more error one or the more rare would be if that was really centered. But you just don't see them too much like that. They're usually offset this, as you can see on that one, his head is more to the left, which is, I would say you see that the most. But you can see it offset to the right too, but it's not as common. We'll do one more and then we'll probably get rolling here. We've been messing around. I've already given away 6 notes here, which is totally fine, but I'll get to selling some stuff. Well, this last giveaway is, well, this isn't the last giveaway. We'll have giveaways throughout the show this morning. But I'm going to use, yeah, for sure. And that one, they make a green and a gold. I think the green one, I would have to check the book, but I think the green one is more scarce. I don't think it's crazy different, but I'm going to um I think I I think I sold what I had yesterday. I think I mentioned I probably have 80 or 90 of those out for grading right now. I have a 50 state complete 50 state, how do I say that? A complete set of 50 state um $2 bills out for grading right now, and then I probably have 40 individual. Um Probably 10, 15 of those are Minneapolis with Minnesota stamps, which those are obviously for my personal collection, but I probably have 25 or 30 that I'll have for sale. So there should be some of those coming back. Um, and Douglas, I think I got some back on the last submission too, and I haven't really, um, well, I guess I sold a bunch of those notes, but Um, I'll set those off to the side when I see them. I use Legacy because I get them back in about 5 weeks. Um, PMG would be my preferred, or it was my preferred. I'm getting my PMG tattoo laser removed off my right butt cheek. Um, so I was the ultimate fanboy, but it just got to be. And this last group, I didn't have any issues, but I know a couple other dealers had to send some notes back because they had misspelling on the labels and all sorts of weird stuff. So I send very little to PCGS. It's not common. It's probably once a year. So that's what I've got on that. I'm gonna let this giveaway run and then I'll throw another one up there and then I'm gonna use the restroom, then we'll get going. Yep, no problem. If you do need any notes graded, I send in bulk submissions. Sorry, this one's fallen on the floor a bunch, but it gives you kind of, if you want to take a screenshot. These prices are for one note and I include insured shipping back to you. So if you have multiple notes, then obviously it's not $22 a note. It goes down because obviously more than one note can be shipped together. But then if it's higher value or whatever, so I can definitely, and I submit usually about once a month. Polar currency. Good morning, good morning. Holy buckets, you're up early. We're gonna let this giveaway run. We'll do another one. I'll hit the restroom and then we'll get rolling. Yeah, you definitely can, but just, shoot me a direct message. Click on my name up here and then it'll say message. Send me a message. Let's talk about what you have. Um, and the the next submission, probably I just submitted a group a couple weeks ago. The next submission should be um it should be coming up here in a few weeks, like around the 1st of August. I try to send in once a month. But I'm going to be seeing them at the World's Fair on the 19th of August. So there's a good chance that the next submission will be I will hand deliver to them in Pittsburgh. So there's that, something to think about because that's going to be what, that's 6 weeks away. And then let's say that it takes 5 weeks, you're looking at about 3 months to get them back. So, I mean, and it's something where you could hold them for another month or whatever and then send them to me and then you get them back. Typically, I think I say on my sheet allow, yeah, allow 3 months, 90 days, but that's just because if I get the note and then it's the next month before I send it and then it's 6 weeks, you're at, what would that be? 60, you'd be at 75 days. So I just want to give myself a little bit, but you can hold the note or notes. I'm going to use the restroom. Man, we just can't get any amount of people in this morning, but people are just must be sleeping in. Let me use the restroom. Too much coffee. All right, jump in that giveaway. Got a couple minutes left. Oh, I need to get my glasses too. Under a minute left on that giveaway. Jump in there. Any cigar stocks? Um, I don't think so. I have a bunch of stock certificates that I've had shoehorned away somewhere. I used to sell a fair bit of those. I don't remember any cigar ones. A lot of them that I would always buy would have trains and locomotives on. Those seem like the popular ones. Here's the giveaway note right down here. If you're joining us on YouTube, you have to jump over onto the Whatnot page. I used to get confused by like comments about the giveaways, but then I figured out if you're on YouTube, if you're watching the simulcast on YouTube, you have to jump over onto Whatnot. Marquetta, congrats. Let's do another one. Then we'll have to get rolling here. I can't stall. Rustic Metal and Currency, the 1928 plain numeric district 50. Good looking 1928 50. That'll hang out, no problem. Again, if you want a chance to win the YouTube giveaway note, which is a bicentennial uncirculated out of Dallas with the quad nines, definitely pop over onto the Blue Oval Pro, all one word, on YouTube. The last video was an unboxing video a couple of days ago. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. We'll use a random comment generator to pick the winner of that. Sure could use the support. I think I've got 20,000 some followers here. I think we're up to 270 on the YouTube page. So thank you, Rustic Metal. No problem. No, you just leave a comment. 21,200 followers. There we go. Well, we'll be bidding here in about 2.5 minutes because I'll get another giveaway going and then I'm going to start ripping some items. I've stalled long enough. We're going to have to get rolling. I am on summer break from in-person shows. I think the next show that I have is the World's Fair in late August, so we'll be running a bunch of shows between now and then. I do have a lot of inventory that I need to process and um, get ready to go and get some of that stuff sold off so I can be ready to um, head into another season. Uh, wow, that was very nice, Polar. I appreciate it. Polar Currency just dropped the 13 on YouTube. If you go over onto YouTube, Polar Currency does absolutely awesome videos, much better. His is more production quality, like you could put his stuff onto TV. It's that good. So definitely give him a hit the subscribe button over on his channel on YouTube. Polar, how many videos do you have out? I know it's in the hundreds. 100 and over 140. Been super helpful for me getting up and going. Um, Polar Currency, when's the next live when's your next like members show? I know that the last one had to be rescheduled, so I'm assuming you've got that coming up at some point. If you're really into currency, I would suggest Polar Currency has a little members uh a membership. It's very, it's a few dollars a month, but then you get access to some really knowledgeable people in that room. He has kind of a members only live stream, members coffee hour. So I would definitely recommend hitting up Polar Currency, going into his members section. It's a couple few bucks a month, whatever, less than a cup of coffee, and you're gonna get. I mean, he's got big players in the industry that sometimes pop into there. Andy's Notes, who has a YouTube channel and part of the Trader B team, sometimes will pop in. Um, you've got Andy from that used to grade notes for PCGS currency. Um, I mean, just all sorts of interesting people. So let's see here. All right, we're gonna get rolling here. We'll start another giveaway and then we're rolling. 1935 D early godless silver certificate 7752 quad or triple four one 7752 4441 1935 D. Get that one running. $1 silver. 1935 D godless silver certificate. No one God we trust back here. 91-year-old paper. 1935 D $1 silver. It's running. Let's go with a 57B and a 35D. So you get a pair without motto, with motto. We'll get that running. Both notes, one money. 57B and a 35D. Oops. With and without motto. With in God we trust. This one obviously doesn't have it. It's an early 35. Getting both notes, a 57 and a 35. Jim is in 3 seconds, getting both of them. First purchase, appreciate you. There's a 1963 $2 red seal. No torn corners, no writing, no nonsense. $2 and go. 1963 $2 red seal. It's running. 1963 $2 red. It's running. It's not torn in half. No writing, no torn corners. Go, go, go on the 63 $2 red. Holy buckets, you're going to want your name at the bottom of the screen. 3 seconds, fair warning. $3. James, first purchase, appreciate you. 1963. Awesome, James. Well, don't expect to buy them all for three. I can't even buy them for that. 1963, $5 red. This one's got nice corners on it. Circulated. 1963, nice red color on the seal and serial number. 1963, $5 red. $2 and go. 1963, $5 red seal. It's running. It's going to sell. Attaboy George is in. 1963, it's not torn in half. We're about halfway there. 1963, $5 red, go, go, go on the 63, $5 red seal. It's running. It's going to sell. 3 seconds. Attaboy George. Let's do an early $5 silver certificate, 1934 D. Marquetta, holy buckets. Should buy a lottery ticket today. Um, that's a hard one. What's the best note to collect? I mean, it just depends. If you want lower price notes, it's fun to do $2 red seals because you can put the whole set together and um yeah, for sure. And what Polar is saying there, if you want one note, you can't. I mean, the Black Eagle is the gateway drug. That's what I always tell people. This note gets more people hooked, I think, than any other note, because it's fairly affordable. It's got great eye appeal to it. Um, but just remember, you get something like that, it can get spicy quick. Yeah, I mean, affordable. You're looking at a few $100, unless, if you get a lower grade one, maybe in the 100 and a quarter. They're jumping up there though. 1934 D, $5 silver certificate. 92-year-old paper on the 34D should be about an $18 start. We're not doing that. We're doing $2 and go. 1934D, $5 silver. It's running. I think the only $5 silver we've got, 720-40096 on the serial. Early one, 34D. It's not a 53 or 63. You're going to want your name at the bottom of the screen. 3 seconds, $8. Attaboy George. Yeah, definitely Hawaii notes are very popular. World War II or North Africa. It's got that Hawaii overstamp and the really nice Hawaii on the back. So this is definitely a very popular note. As long as I've got this in my hand. 65 EPQ graded. 65 EPQ PMG graded. That one will hang out. I mean, I think as far as like just a nice looking silver certificate, something like that. I mean, you'll see what this will go for. I mean, we'll just $2 and go. It'll go for what it goes for, but still a great little note to collect. That's not going to break the bank. $2 and go on the 57A $1 silver. Nice note, 57A. It's running. It's going to sell. It's got good eye appeal to it. Again, I would suspect this is going to be under $10, maybe 7, whatever the case. Nice little 57. Cool piece you can put up. I guess I won't recommend putting it on the fireplace mantle, but you get the point of it. You can put it on your desk or wherever you want to put it. Whenever I go out to eat, I typically bring $2 red seals. I leave the server an appropriate tip, and then I'll give them a $2 red. They get super excited about that. Um, when I go on airplanes, I give them to the flight attendants, or I don't know what the term for the people that help you on the plane. I think it's flight attendant, but that changes all the time. But yeah, it's fun. See what else we got here. That's because I contacted the grading company. Um and he hasn't got back to me, but is there a certificate of authenticity for the signature? Because they don't do that, I don't believe. So it may I'll have to get back to you on it. It may have to go. Do you have a picture of whoever? Well, no, you wouldn't, because that's an old person, I think, that's passed away. So, I mean, it may have to go to a separate authenticator to authenticate the signature, and then it could go on to be graded. But again, I've only graded things that um, had a certificate of authenticity from like a known provider. I've never done it myself, but I've done it for clients. But I'm checking with them to see how that would work. That's not a typical situation. So, oh, here's a horse blanket. Somebody was asking for this. Um, no giveaway. Let's get that going. I suspect so. I'm guessing, you're probably going to be looking at least $100 to get it authenticated. Then that can go with that paperwork to the grading company, and then it's pretty standard. So, 1923, last of the large size horse blankets. circulated, got some staining on it. Should be a $55 start. We're not going to do that. We're going to do $2 and go. It's going to sell to the highest bidder. Last of the large size in 1928, they went to the funny back. 359 Jink Park. 1923, last of the large size horse blankets. It's running. It's going to sell. If you're looking for a large size note, reasonable, here's your shot. Holy buckets. Don't crush my hopes and dreams this morning. 1923, large size horse blanket. It's running. You're welcome, Giovanni. 1923 large size horse blanket. We're about halfway there. Go, go, go on the 23. Here's your shot at a large size note. $2 and go. It's running. It's going to sell. Trick flow is in 3 seconds. Fair warning. Trick flow. The other way you could do that note if you didn't want to go through all of that, could contact Micon United. He could get it into a museum quality display piece. Obviously, it's not $1 million. I just had to put a number in there, and I didn't want it to be a number somebody was going to bid on. So, if you have coins, currency, collectibles, exonumia, sports memorabilia, sports card, comics, militaria, he can get it into museum quality displays for you. Because I get it. You start going through that. Like, if you're not going to sell it, I mean, you don't really need to authenticate it. But again, I'm just waiting. It's probably going to be tomorrow before they get back to me, though, because obviously they're probably gone for the 4th. $1957 B $1 silver. 1957 B $1 silver certificate. It's running. Well, if you're looking to sell it, then you're probably going to want to get it authenticated. Or you're going to always, whatever you sell it for, you kind of got to have in reserve, because if it, I mean, I guess it's buyer beware in that situation. But me as a dealer, I would, if, because the first thing somebody that buys that may do is send it to an authenticator. And if it's not real, they're going to come back and ask for their money back. Again, you can handle that however you want, which is fine. That's none of my business. But um, I did. I did have another dealer sell me two counterfeit Chinese notes. China notes are very tough. There's a lot of counterfeits out there, and um, yeah, for sure, polar currency that works. And I bought 150 notes from this dealer in Central States in about a half hour. So him and I were just rifling through. He had a bunch of stuff that he had picked up over the years. Um, and I sent them into grading and they were counterfeit. Now I let him know just in case he knew where he got them from. Um, he obviously offered a refund. I said, "Hey, we both looked quickly at this. We didn't pick it up, so whatever." I just kind of absorbed it. He takes care of me, so I just let him know just in case there was somebody that was feeding a dealer with that stuff, either knowingly or not knowingly, but he had bought them years ago, so he didn't remember where he got them from. And I believe him. I've worked with him a lot. It's somebody I didn't know. I probably still wouldn't have questioned it, because I just, even once I inspected it, I found some kind of flaws in it, but that's after looking at it for 10 minutes. It's kind of cool. It came back from the grading company with like it wasn't in a holder, but it had like the top part of the holder, like this little strip, and it had a score of 90. And I was like, and it wasn't in a holder. Thank you, Polar Currency. Appreciate the share. And it was just folded over. It was over here. It said 90, and then it was said counterfeit. It's pretty cool. I kept it. I thought about put it in kind of a not a holder, but just uh um a nice top loader with it with that, putting it up in my office. 1957A $1 silver. Get that one running. 1957A $1 silver certificate. It's running. It's gonna sell. 57A $2. Casey jumping in. Casey grabbing that one. Coming to you live from my brand new studio. When I sold my first note almost 2 years ago now. I had a little 3 foot desk. I think I got off of Facebook Marketplace or something like that. And just with, I outgrew that probably a year ago and I just didn't do anything. Now I got a sit stand desk I can do shows standing up. It's gets to be a lot sitting down sometimes for as long as some of these shows go. So you might see at some point I move the desk upward and reposition things. Um, I actually have, I actually do have one. Um, I sold 11 of them the other morning. Let me see where that is. Here it is. I've got one left. I actually kept a 1 and 2 1861 North Carolina $2. I kept a 1 and a 2 for myself, and I sold 11 of these the other morning. This is the last one I have. Um, it's funny you ask about Michigan because I actually think I have a Michigan coming in, but it has not arrived yet. But when it does, I'll put it off to the side. Um, here's a raw Hawaii. This is the YB block. We looked it up in the book the other day. The SC. So if it said SC, which that high grade one is, they made 15 million of those. The YB was 3 million. So tougher block here. Not crazy expensive, but it's 5 times less common than the SC block. I've got a couple of the tough ones that were under a million around somewhere. I don't know. Those have gotten shuffled. Tony Coins jumping in on the YB block Hawaii. If you're into modern size bills like this, I definitely recommend, if you don't have the book on small size currency, to get that. It's been out of print for 15 years. Um, so the pricing in it is I mean, you can't, that has nothing to do with it. You can tell, like, oh well, this one, let's say the price on one note is 40 bucks and the same a different block is 150, like, okay, this one's obviously way better, but it gives the print runs. Um and I'm not sure actually where oh, here we go. Here's a Michigan. I was looking for that small size. This sleeve is garbage. Let me put it in a better sleeve. Jeremy, congrats. Sorry, I'm trying to get this very thin note in a sleeve without damaging it. The SC block was the most common one. They made 15 million. Bank of Manchester $10, 1837. It is, you can see that it's razor canceled there. Really nice, strong signatures. Nice paper on this one. I like the X over here too. That's pretty cool. Out of the state of Michigan, Bank of Manchester $10. If you're into horses, this would be a good note for you too. Anyways, that'll hang out. I was just looking for the small sized book. I don't know where I put that in my move yesterday. It went out of print in like 2010. We'll see if my software package picks up. And does it give, oh, there we go. Yeah, the that note is stunning. Let's see here. 1935 E error note. Can see the front of it is completely fine, but you can see the printing on the back. You can see the next note off on the left in the margin, and then it's cut off in the right. If it's just very off center, yeah, you don't see very many notes. If it's just off center, that's not an error, but when it starts getting into the margins like that, I don't typically have too many error notes, but try to have at least one in stock. Suppose I should show it's a 1935 $1 silver certificate error. We'll put that down there. Actually, I'll put it over here so we can see it. Oh, here's a really nice 35A Godless Silver Certificate. 35A. Nice corners on that one. We'll get that one going. $2 and go. 1935A 91-year-old paper. It's running. Good note here, 1935A early Godless Silver Certificate. It's going cheap. You're going to want your name at the bottom of the screen. 1935A, look at the paper on this one. It's running. It's going to sell 3 seconds. Fair warning. Attaboy George is in on that one. Yeah, so the last 25% of the 1935 G series and all of the H's are with motto. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously just like 1 1/4 of all of the. So there's the 35 plain A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 75% of the G, and then, or 25% of the G and all of the H's. Here's a 1935 H. When I buy 1,000 silver certificates, I maybe get 10, 12 of the with mottos and 35 double dates. So it tells you how many. So when I buy 1,000, I maybe get 10 or 12 of these. 1935 H with motto, 35 H with motto. Hello, hello, hello. Good grab. Yeah, keep an eye out with the for the with mottos when you buy them separately, they go for 20 plus, so even on the dealer level. So you guys missed out on that one, but Big Jim did not, so good grab. You are welcome. Here's a 1957 plain. Nice corners on this one. 57 plain, $1 silver. It's running. It's going to sell. 1957 plain, $1 silver certificate. Phil, congrats on the giveaway. 1957, good looking paper here. Big Jim is in. Z Paul. 57 plain. Good looking note. Nice corners on it. Nice and tidy. 3 seconds. Fair warning on the 57 plain. Z Paul, first purchase. $19.53 a $2 red seal. No torn corners, no writing. It's not torn in half. 53A, $2 red. We'll get that one running. 1953, $2 red, 46696734. It's running. It's going to sell. 53A, holy buckets. You're going to want your name at the bottom of the screen on this one. 53A, $2 red seal. What are we doing? 3 seconds. Fair warning. $3. Sheesh. I'll be going back to sleep here shortly. 3 seconds. Fair warning. 53A. Bubba Big Guns. Thank you. The Manchester $10. 1837. You can see it is cut canceled, but really good eye appeal on the Bank of Manchester out of the Michigan Safety Fund. Got the stunning horse with Michigan proudly displayed on it. World War II Philippines Victory Note PMG 63. With the tough Central Bank of the Philippines overstamp. World War II Philippines Victory Note. Here's a 1935 H with motto. With In God We Trust back here. Here's a tough South Florida 20 peso and a 50 about new. You may remember this note from a few weeks ago. It was graded a 55 without comments. It's got a little light blue stain here. I went up and spoke to Legacy and asked them to take a look at the note. I had covered the and they said and I said, "What do you think this note grades?" And the president of Legacy said, "Oh, looks like about a 50 with with the comment for the ink." And it was already in their holder. Just they had missed it. It was a 55 without comment. So this one does have a minor ink comment. There it is. But it's critical that we have these notes graded correctly, even if it hurts a little bit to go down and score. South Florida 20 peso, 1960, 50 about new. Fourth issue 50-cent Lincoln Fractional. PCGS comment free holder. Just going through some graded stuff. If you want to see something else, let me know. CC. What does that mean? Carson City? Fine 12 Minneapolis 1918 $1. Does have a little nicker up here. Edge and surface damage. Congrats, Stone Man. Yeah, I know a lot of coin people run in the currency section because it keeps them out of the coin area that's so saturated, but I don't typically do coins. Sometimes, I mean, it's totally fine to run a coin or two, but you see some of these people that they have $1 silver certificate and they're in the currency section. Fine 12. Minneapolis Green Eagle. Tougher Minneapolis District Green Eagle. Charleston, South Carolina, small size, type 1, charter number 1621. That one's available. I just have the one Confederate 5. That'd be $49. We'll run one more giveaway. People want to take a look at anything on the back wall or no, but it's cut canceled. It could use some time. I probably will do that today if it doesn't sell, to just can see that it's folded over. Just needs some work done on it to get that all laid out. I don't have any Yucatan notes. 1863 5 Confederate $5 bill. Whatever this would be, 160 years old, something like that. Nice two-sided piece. But that'll hang out, no problem. I can quickly go through. That's when it was turned in and canceled. They would put a big stack of notes together and then take this round cutter and offset it and take a hammer and go down through to cancel them. But got two Green Eagles down here in Minneapolis and in New York, two 1917 sawhorses and an 1880 sawhorse. Indian Chief, $50 numeric, wood chopper, Black Eagle, Sinaloa 5 peso. It's very common. Couple Black Eagles, $100 redeemable in gold. 1928, North Carolina obsolete, an error note, couple funny backs, high grade Hawaii in a 65, some fractionals, a colonial, a cool Canadian 10, the 1975 $50 out of Canada, Stonington Bank, And then we've got a $2 rainbow, $5 1914, and a consecutive pair of 1935 G without motto. Take a look at, yep, for sure. Moss will be right with you. 1928A, funny back. I just can't get these hardly. I don't see them very much. And people always ask for them. So I was able to pick up a couple, but they, if I $2 and go them, they go for less than what I pay. So I'm done with that program, but people are constantly asking, but they don't want to pay for them. So this is the most inexpensive funny back I've got right now. Obviously, it looks like a regular silver cert on one side, and it's got the funny back, so no problem. The most reasonable priced eagle I have right now would be this note. Oops. And then is it Moss? Moss will be right with you. This is a better signature combo. It's Teehee and Burke. The common one is Spielman White. Doesn't add a lot of premium to this note, but it's a little better. Little better signature combo. Teehee Burke, Black Eagle. That's the most inexpensive one I've got right now. Then the jump up actually is not significant, but the note, this also is a tougher signature combo. Napier McClung. This one's actually a better signature combo and a better note. I just was able to purchase it more reasonable. So not a big jump up in price, but you end up with quite a bit better eye appeal note here. Okay, no problem. Those will hang out, no factor. Okay. We'll jump over into the Hawaii note. I have one colonial. I can show that. So during World War II, after Pearl Harbor, the U.S. was obviously nervous about getting invaded, the Hawaiian Islands being invaded by the Japanese. This one, let's let this giveaway go. Ricardo, congrats. So you don't want the enemy getting a hold of your money. So what they did is they printed Hawaii up on here and then they stamped the back Hawaii too. World War II emergency issue Hawaii. This one's jumping up into that higher grade. When you go from 64 to 65, there's a big jump. And then 65 to 66, there's another big jump, and 66 to 67. Um, the jump between like 63 and 64 isn't that, it's not that big, or from 58 to 63. So start getting up into the high mid grades, the 65, it jumps up quite a bit in price. If you're just looking for one, this isn't probably the note. This is going to be for somebody putting a higher grade set together. Colonial, I have one, which is the South Carolina 20. I just move these so all the notes don't fall. There'll be another giveaway here shortly. 1777 South Carolina 20. I love Death to Counterfeit on the back. Does have the $20 denomination and then the British pound conversion, 32 pounds, 10 pence on it. does have edge splits, tears, and minor damage, but it's what, 249 years old. So, but VF30 score 1777, state of South Carolina. Got another giveaway going. Again, I will open it to any requests. Jump in that giveaway. North Carolina Nationals. No. Nope, I don't right now. I don't know that I get a lot of North Carolina. Yeah, isn't it crazy that Colonial, 249 years old, that thing could talk, right? All right, let's run a few more items here now that it's getting a little bit later. Maybe some people will pop on. Let me grab my personal book and see if I can pull anything out of there. 1963 $5 red seal. 60776724 1963 $5 red. Get that one running. 1963 $5 red seal. It's running. It's going to sell. 1963 $5 red. It's running. Go, go, go on the 63 $5 red. It's running. It's going cheap. 3 seconds. You're going to want your name at the bottom of the screen on the 63 $5 red. AG coin is in. 3 seconds. Fair warning. All in, all done. AG coin grabbing that one. Here's a nice crispy 57A. I can maybe shave like $10 off of it, but with the almost $50 fee, Whatnot's gonna take. 1957. This one does have the rust spots here, but 57 plain $1 silver. That one's running. Corners are nice on this one. Paper's nice too. 57 $1 silver certificate. It's running. It's gonna sell. Bubba Big Guns is in. 57A $1 silver. 3 seconds. Fair warning. Here's a really nice $2 Red Seal star. I think somebody was looking for 0030232 trinary serial number 1963 $2 Red Seal star note. I don't see any folds. Shiny liked. That one will hang out, no problem. How about a South Florida 1958 showing off their tobacco and cigar rolling industry? I don't have a Chicago 50 showing off the tobacco and the cigar rolling South Florida 1958. 1958 South Florida. It's running. It's going to sell 1958 South Florida 5 peso. It's running. It's going to sell 1958. You probably heard it already. I probably don't need to say it's a 1958. It's running. It's going to sell 5 peso. Is this American Bank? I don't. Thomas De La Rue printing on the 1958 South Florida 5 peso. AG Coins is in 3 seconds. Fair warning on the 58 5 peso. Steven jumping in. 1958 5 peso South Florida. It's running. It's going to sell 3 seconds. Sold it Steven's way. Oops. I got to get this giveaway marked. I think I've got another South Florida note I can run. Yeah, I was down kind of where I needed to be. I can knock a little bit more off, but otherwise it'll just go with me to shows. It's the only colonial I have right now. 1777 South Carolina colonial. I apologize, AG Coin. I wish I could get there. I think they were harsh with the comment. I think the reason why it got so many comments is because they gave it a 30 score. If it would have had a lot of folds in it and it would have been a 15, it would have been comment free. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't judge. I don't question graders, and I'm not questioning the grade here, but I'm just saying if the score would have been a 12 or a 15, I think it would have gotten no comments because it doesn't have any rough. Um, it's not rough, but with the high grade, that's why they came in with the comments. AG Coin jumping in on the 1777 $20 colonial. Sold it. Good grab. I need to get a sip of water. Give me just a second. Been flapping my gums too much. I'm getting dry. Give that note away. 1958, 5 pesos, South Florida, showing off their tobacco and cigar rolling. $2 and go. If I can get this thing to work. There we go. 1958, South Florida, 5 peso. It's running. S&B Collectibles is in. AA Perna Coins. Good morning, Babek. 3 seconds. Fair warning on the 58, South Florida. S&B grabbing that one. Anybody got tomorrow off? I know Mrs. Blue has I mean she's off for the next like 3 weeks, but I did hear we were off on Friday for the 4th of July, and I heard some people were doing Friday and some were doing Monday. So here's another 58, 5 peso, South Florida. I think I might have one more in my personal collection if somebody needs. This one does have pencil right here. Probably should have just taken a eraser to it, but 1958, South Florida, 5 peso. It's running. It's going to sell, showing off the tobacco on the left and the cigar rolling on the right. It's running. 1958, South Florida, 5 peso. It's running. S&B Collectibles is in. 3 seconds. Fair warning on the 1958, South Florida. 3 seconds. Fair warning. All in, all done. AG Coins. Grabbing that one. Oh, here's another one. This one has a cashier mark there. Oh, I can move that too. 1958, South Florida. Again, showing off their tobacco and cigar rolling. The next one up will be less circulated. I'll pull it out of my personal collection. I held a couple back. I'll give one up here. 1958, South Florida, 5 peso. It's running. It's going to sell. 3 seconds. Fair warning. AG coin is in. 1958, South Florida, 5 peso. It's running. 3 seconds. Fair warning. All in, all done. Sold it AG Coins way. I've got a 28 redeemable and gold 100. I've got a 28 numeric district 50. Um, I think I have a $5 with a little nicker in it. Um, Otherwise, I think I've sold what I have. 1958 5 peso. Again, showing off the tobacco and the cigar rolling on the 1958 5 peso. It's running. S&B Collectibles is in. 1958 South Florida 5 peso. It's running. It's going cheap. You're going to want your name at the bottom of the screen. No cashier marks. No nonsense on this one. Good note here. 1958 South Florida. It's running. It's going to sell. S&B is in. Thank you, Sanby. You are welcome. And the last one that I have. This is the last one that I held back for myself. 1958 South Florida. Again, we've talked about it. It's got the tobacco on the left and the cigar rolling on the right. Last one I've got. If you want one, here you go. 1958 South Florida 5 peso. It's running. It's going to sell. 1958 South Florida, no writing, no cashier marks, no nonsense. 3 seconds going cheap. S&B is in. Sold at S&B's way. Can see the 5 and how much for the 50. Um, the 50 is 159 out of Chicago. And 1934. 1934. It does have this. I don't know if there was a hot ember that went onto this or what the deal is, but Tougher Kansas City District, 1934 5. If it didn't have that, probably be looking at a $50 note. Anything with damage, I don't typically $2 and go because it'll be like, oh, that's a $2 note for a $5 bill. Bill G. Holy buckets. Got to get a giveaway note up there. Send you the Honduras crispy uncirculated. Get another giveaway note up there for when that runs in a couple minutes. Man, the Polk Foo. I had an opportunity on Friday to buy a couple, um, and I didn't do it. We're kind of on the edge of where I thought the price should be, but maybe I'll go back up there and grab those. They had a mini porthole, which has been really hot, but it looked really good. But the edges were kind of rough, which was weird because it didn't have a lot of circulation. That was kind of like right up at the high point. And then they had the $2 bracelet backs. One, the corner was missing, which that one it was priced about right. Um, and then one was more of a, probably a VF20 type. Maybe I'll check back with that dealer. There's a giveaway running. Have a great day, Mycon. Cheap charter notes. Um, Let me see here. I think this is probably the cheapest one I have. American National Bank out of Wausau, Wisconsin. It does have pencil here, which you could probably throw an eraser to. This is probably the cheapest one I have right now. Rustic Metals and Currency is in. This is cheap for a Wausau, Wisconsin. 3 seconds. Should be up there a little bit on this one. 4744 charter number, 3 seconds. Fair warning. AG coin grabbing that one. Got a couple minutes left on that giveaway. I've got to use the restroom. Be right back with you. Got another minute left. I want to see if I have a charger. Congrats, Bubba Big Guns. Will be another giveaway running here. Just quickly looking for a charger. I apologize. My phone is getting. Here we go. All right, let's get. We'll have another giveaway running here. I don't have any more horse blankets queued up. Oh, here's a 222-8964-2225. Obviously, got some knickers here on it. This one's fully in. Actually, it's not. It's not fully in two pieces, but the vertical in the center is. It's fully separated up into here. And this one's got tape on it. Kind of got some character to it. Just a bunch of low grade stuff. That's about all I've got there. Yeah, I wish there was unlimited inventory of better stuff, but there's not. Here's the Winters National Bank and Trust Company out of Dayton, Ohio, 2604. Can see that it's got some paper clip rust there. pretty decent eye appeal other than that those paper clips. That'll hang out. And then Frankfort, Kentucky, $10. Charter number 4090. Got the spots up on the top there. State National Bank of Frankfort, Kentucky. That one will hang out. Here's a Federal Reserve Bank note out of Chicago. Does have a edge tear right in here. Rush on the giveaway. Congrats. We'll get another giveaway going. All right. Let's see here. What else we got? I think the cheapest one was 35 and the most expensive was 45. Here's a numeric district 20, 1928 plane out of Chicago. $1928 plane, numeric district 7, redeemable in gold on demand clause. I'll put that next to the 50. Got a 20 and a 50 up there. Little 3D Mexico note. And see the note itself is polymer uncirculated 20 peso. This is a cool little party trick. I'm going to set the timer up, not because I need to, but just that way I can show this thing a little bit. Argent House, my neighbor to the east side of the great state of Michigan. Billets, BILLETS MX. It's Mexico's kind of like their BEP. Cool little party trick here with the 3D. Not yet, but like I said, I know I've got um a 50 around here somewhere. With the studio move yesterday, I haven't had a lot of time to go through stuff. I hope to do a bunch of that today and get this place de-bombed. Couple minutes left on the giveaway. Arjun, are you running in a couple hours? Nice. I'll have to try to pop in there. About a minute and a half left on the giveaway. Any requests or anything that you may have seen? If you haven't checked out the Blue Oval Pro YouTube channel, all one word, check that out. There's a giveaway over there on the unboxing video number 9, the last video that I dropped a few days ago. Comment and subscribe to the channel, and you'll have a chance to win that crispy uncirculated Bicentennial 2. This is what I've got. This is probably the best one of the group with the 222 serial number. Okay, those are sawhorses. So there's two 1917s and one 1880. AA Perna coins, congrats. $1917 $1 sawhorse. Good looking eye appeal on this one. This is another 1917. This one's got more circulation. Up against that other note, this one probably wouldn't sell. I would probably upgrade to the other one if I were you, but this one's available and it's cheaper. And then the 1880, so the early series of 1880. early $1 sawhorse. So those are the ones available there. Here's a Choice VF35 Black Eagle. There's a couple spots here. It is commented on the back. Choice VF35 Black Eagle. All graded up, ready to go. If you're looking for a nice mid-grade Black Eagle, here's a good example of that. Oops. $18.99, $5 Indian Chief. Does have that corner, but the vignette is really nice on it. Chief Running Antelope. That'll hang out. Get this popped back up there. Then I got a couple raw Black Eagles in North Carolina obsolete, couple funny backs, high grade Hawaii. We took a look at those sawhorses, got two Green Eagles, two numeric district, a 20 and a 50. The Indian Chief, $5 Confederate, Sinaloa 5 peso on a 64 PPQ. That's a nice note. Black Eagle, Wood Chopper, couple fractionals, Canadian, Royal Mounted Police 1975 50. That's a sharp note. 1914 5, 1935, and a rainbow. I've got some low grade ones from 35 to 45 bucks. That's all that I've got left, Aaron Doc. The 1863 Confederate $5. It's a two-sided piece. That's 49 bucks. Got a couple minutes left on this giveaway. I'll kind of open it to any requests if anybody wants to add anything to their package. Otherwise, I'm going to get processing notes. Again, I'm Blue Oval Pro to the Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota area. Appreciate everybody coming by. We've got a couple minutes left on this giveaway. We'll do this giveaway and then I'll start preparing for tomorrow morning show. I think there's going to be a lot of people off, so it might be some people around. This morning I started at 4 and I don't think anybody was up. Oh, awesome, D&D. I don't get up there too often. Used to go to Walker every year for Moon Dance, but we haven't done that in some years since my camper burned. Just stream online. My hope I know a lot of people dream about having a coin shop, but my plan is to go on the road, travel to shops, leverage the relationships I have across the country, and then run whatnot shows from my hotel room, which I already do, but my my plan is to do that full time, and then obviously go to shows also. Jay Handyman. Well, you definitely can be. Um, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, if I come up to you in the Northeast, I could pick you up. Seeing as you're kind of a Yank up there in the Northeast, we could travel around for a day or two, and I could drop you back off. Just wait for the comments, people. Here we go. Here we go. I've got them all. I've got them all worked up. Is Maryland in the north or south? Is Maryland in the north or south? Let's I should put a poll up. I wonder, can I do a poll? Let's see here. Let's see if I can do a poll. Um Here we go. Let's get this. Let's There we go. Jay Handyman instantly was in on this poll. Can I vote on this? I can't vote. 85% North, Jay Handyman. What do we got going on? Why are people saying this? I love yanking Jay Handyman's chain. It disappeared. It's still up on my screen. You might have to jump out of the room. I don't know. I can see it. It's 73% North with 11. 27% with 4 votes is saying the South. Plus, we got a giveaway going. Let me get a note up there. Rusty old cars. Good morning. Good morning. I sold 2 lower price gold certificates yesterday. So I don't have any lower price gold certificates right at the moment, anyways. New two 1928 A's. One is 45, one is 55. While the poll is going, I might as well. 1928A funny back. You too, rusty old cars. 1928A funny back. The front looks like a normal silver cert. The back. Jay Handyman, this one's not working out for you. 75% are saying that it's in the north. No, all kidding aside, I always thought it was in the north, but the Mason Dixon line, I guess it's south of the Mason Dixon, so I guess in theory. You don't hear much about Maryland like in the Civil War, but were they part of the Confederacy then? Suppose I could Google that. Was a border state and it never seceded and was never part of the Confederacy. So it was a border state, so they were kind of doing their own thing. The North placed it under martial law because it's north of Washington, D.C. So, and Minnesota's claim to fame in the Civil War. And I learned this from Polar Currency. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, check out Polar Currency and Blue Oval Pro. If you're on there, sure could use the support over on YouTube. Um, but the Minnesota regiment was critical at Gettysburg. For about 1 hour, they held off the Confederate troops, and then a hill was reinforced. But that's kind of the claim to fame from my home state of Minnesota. They okay. But Beck, are you still in here? You're from Pennsylvania, though, I think. I think the only person. Yeah, they sure have bled the state for a lot of money, I'll say that. But I think Jay Handyman is the only regular from Maryland. A. Perna Coins and another gentleman, well, couple, Andrew and Tammy Pat, they're from Pennsylvania. So, okay, that's really cool. Monstro's from Maryland, also. Okay. Uh, Joe Dirt, definitely. I am all about freedom and different things, but probably just want to keep that for your own platform, whatever that is. I am 100% into support of the American way of life for sure. As long as all people are assimilated and working towards the American dream. Sooners, which one? I've got two raw in the lower right. I think the cheapest one is 209. The other one's 229, and the graded 35 is, well, and that's the thing. I mean, I will say Jay Handyman's comment, and that's why Japan never thought about invading the United States. Because imagine they're like, there's somebody with a gun behind every tree and non tree and building. And can you imagine? I wouldn't want to run onto the beach. I'm telling you that. This one does have a couple spots over here. It is commented foreign substance. Can see that. But choice VF35. Nice VF35 note. Oh, seeing as I restarted the screen, it popped up to 30 seconds. I didn't need 30 seconds on the timer. I'm going to rest my arm. But if you were going to invade the country of the United States, where would you run onto the beach? I know where I would do it. It still probably wouldn't end well, but I know where I would. Yeah, for sure. That's where I would. And although Northern California is, yeah, I would not go to Florida. That would be my last choice. Yeah, and I wouldn't go to Mexico either because imagine running up through Texas. Well, what do they say? Like the average U.S. citizen has like 7 guns or something like that. Now, granted, I understand there's some with zero. I get that, but um, then obviously that means the next person's got 15. Yeah, so it's and then you have Jay Handyman with 50. Yeah, and that's the thing. Bullets. I mean, sheesh, I know there's people around here that have pallets. I mean, especially, I mean, during the during the Obama years, it was like people were just buying and buying and buying and buying. Oh, we need to get a giveaway note up there. All right, last call. If you saw anything that you're interested in, and want to get added to your package, 325 on the wood chopper and 849 on the chief. The wood chopper's a fine 15. The $2 rainbow 749, and it has a potpourri of comments. If you are looking for a $2 rainbow, I did just get a comment free $2 rainbow back from grading. I don't know where it is now, but I'll have it ready to go for tomorrow's show. Does have This one does have that corner issue, but really nice center vignette on it. Nice chief vignette. Get this timer drop back. Really nice chief running antelope vignette. Nice eye appeal on it. The Confederate's $49. It is cut canceled, as you can see. All right, any final requests? Been running for almost 3 hours. Well, with that, want to thank everybody for coming by. We will see you again. Inca 73T just waking up this morning or what? Can we get Peruvian Prince in the comment? Let's get some Peruvian Prince in the comment here. Are we I got your message last night. Are we going to lunch? Is that code or well, I'm going to lunch either way. So that I know. Ooh, we're getting a thumbs up. Are you just going to shoot me a time or I don't care. I'm just going to be processing notes. And I was telling everybody earlier, we were kind of chatting back and forth. And I was like, I don't mess around with other women. I'm married, but I would rather, if Mrs. Blue came home and saw this place, I would be dead. I would be absolutely dead. I would rather there be another woman here than the way this place looks. You would never see me. Everyone, that would be the end of Blue Oval Pro. Is no, 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 Big Jim. It wouldn't be this. No, 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 no. That would be an oak. Yep, it would be this. It would be this. I would be in a bird cage locked up, and it wouldn't be for kink. Um, this is a family channel, so I got to be careful. But I would be, yeah, I would be, yeah, it would be very bad. It would be very bad. Like I'm saying, I would rather she come rolling in with another woman here than the way this place looks, because I would be, that would be the end of Blue Oval Pro. And not on Whatnot. Well, that too, but are you planning on going that early at 11 or which I'm totally fine with? The only reason I was maybe thinking about going a little bit later is because I was hoping to make it my lunch and supper, but I can just have a little snack or something in the evening time if you want to go early like that. So obviously, I'm up ready to go. Anyways, with that, thank you. I'm Blue Oval Pro to the Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota area. If you have not checked out the Blue Oval Pro YouTube channel, all one word, jump over there. I dropped a video a couple of days ago If you subscribe and comment to that video, you got a chance to win this Bicentennial 2 out of the Dallas District, crispy uncirculated, quad 9 serial number. Cool little note. So if you want a chance to win that, jump over onto the YouTube page. With that, thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take care, everybody.